Hi, I'm Minnie Ortegon. Welcome. Thank you for watching my video. I am here to introduce myself as I have had over 20 years in the Senior Executive Administrative Assistant role. And I am here to accomplish one of my New Year goal, which is to finally take some time out for me and for you, as I'm hoping who is watching are wonderful executive assistants and administrative assistants and even chief of staffs. In this role, I believe we have such great hearts, and we really need to take that time just to give that great reward and self-recognition for what we do. I believe it's so important as an executive assistant to definitely take that time to reward ourselves with self-love. And a part of my video is going to be giving you some tricks and tips and knowledge and funny stories that gave me so much courage and experience to broaden my skills. And I'm really hoping that it will definitely either make you laugh, cry, or broaden your own knowledge too. Also, I do want to mention that this video is nothing to do with just a monologue about Minnie. It's also to do about a dialogue with you. I would really hope that you can take some time to reach out to me and send me your comments and suggestions and share any inspirational stories that you may have that you would like for me to share with the others that will definitely bring them an aha moment, or it could also just give them some good knowledge and feedback. I think is so important. I will be setting up some 20-minute short videos weekly on some of these things, as I mentioned, tools that I would love to share with you. Right now I'm thinking about 7 key dynamic tools that has really stayed with me throughout these years being an executive assistant and taking care of my executive, his leadership team, the extended team, and also others that are around me. First of all, I believe that communication is huge. You know, obviously we need that in order for us to understand exactly what our executive is needing for his day-to-day business agenda. The other tool that I think is so important is that confidence. I know through the years that I have started from administrative assistant to a senior level executive assistant, one of the things was confidence. And I thank all of my executives and leaders that I work for challenging me and allowing me to broaden my knowledge and experience and learn that there is never a wrong question. I believe asking as many questions as you can will definitely emphasize as much knowledge as you want for this particular role that you're in. Another tool that I believe is so important is prioritization. To prioritize, to understand your executives, what's important to him, what is low importance to him, to understand how to balance that calendar, how to be that juggler and understand, you know, what exactly entails in this calendar meeting. So when he sees his calendar, he knows exactly what the objective is to each of his meetings, if there's any support that he may need, if there's preparations for these meetings, understanding that. I think it's so important. I've talked to several executives, and that's pretty much the role that they really want to find in an executive assistant. It's someone that can help them organize their day-to-day agenda, but forecast it, being more proactive and understanding his whole calendar. It's nice to have that one-on-one connection with your executive to understand that you both are supporting one another, and he knows that you are there to support him. You are there as his liaison. You're there for his eyes and his ears when he's not there in the office. As we know, they are busy. So a lot of communications, keeping that connection. So these are several things that I definitely want to touch base on and share with you how I handled some of these tactics that came in. And I'm really hoping that you would definitely take some time to enjoy my video. And again, if there's anything that you may have questions on, I would love to hear your questions and share my experience and my knowledge, and more so, we can dialogue and we can definitely build a dynamic executive administrative assistant world. I believe we need more support in these roles in order for us to truly emphasize the importance on how dynamic this role is. Another segment I will be discussing in my videos is how to evolve in this role. I believe in this role, it's such a dynamic role. You get to learn so much within that company that you're working for, with your executive, with the team, and broaden that. You may want to change from executive assistant to a project manager or a chief of staff or a strategic planner. There's so many dynamic roles just from starting the baseline as an administrative assistant, executive assistant, and just grow from there. This is something else I'm definitely going to be touching base on. Let me see. I have my notes here. I want to make sure. I think in this role, it takes a lot of creativity. I believe we are firefighters, where we take the time to prepare these huge presentations and meetings with AV equipment. As we know, sometimes they have a mind to themselves, and we are there to sometimes be that IT tech person and figure out the reason why that Polycom isn't working, or the video is frozen and rebooting that everybody loves so much, especially when they're in the middle of a meeting. And learning how to adapt, learning how to have that right personality just to blend in, especially during these adventurous times. And understanding it's okay. It's going to be taken care of. But as we know, it's such a fast pace. Sometimes we don't have that pause, that breath. But it's so important to really take that time out for you and appreciate and love yourself for what you're really doing and contributing. I am going to stop here because, as some of you already know me, I can continue going. But I do want to say thank you so much for taking the time to come see my video. I really hope you enjoy it, and I'm really looking forward to hearing your feedback and thoughts and inspirational stories and questions and anything that you can think of. I will definitely be sending another video next week. And if you'd like, you can definitely find me on my Facebook page. And that is under Executive and Administrative Assistant Empowerment Team. Again, it's Executive and Administrative Assistant Empowerment Team. And yet that's something on Facebook. I'm hoping that we will definitely continue to evolve and just grow into a dynamic team. Thank you again for your time, and I wish you well. Bye-bye.